started blasting. While I'm sitting around waiting for parts to be delivered, I thought I might as well clean something up. I've had this set of combat wheels sitting around in the corner of the garage for a few years now, and I thought I'd take a minute to just clean them up, see just how bad they are. I knew they were bad, but spoiler alert, they're pretty bad. I'm still trying to figure out what to do with these combat wheels. They're rough. I'm actually over here blasting them to find out how rough. But there's your valve stem hole, and then there's a few pin holes around the edge of the bead, so yeah, they were rough, and we knew that, but they're still the originals. This is original 1945 green paint, and that's kind of unique. You don't see a lot of them with paint left on them that was hidden under the hub for all those years, and this is an attempt at a modern match. It's a little bit too yellow, just slightly, but it was very dang close. But it's got a big old ding over here. I don't know how that happened or when that happened, but I don't think that's fixable. It actually causes the wheel to just wobble ever so slightly when going down the road. But when we were doing the restoration on the trailer, we wanted to put it back like it was, and we wanted combats on it, so we found those. I think it was like a Craigslist thing 12 years ago. Those are from a T3. It was an actual military trailer, had the e-brake, the 4 tie-downs per side. It was definitely a military T3. But the guy was customizing it for his own trail rig, so he got rid of the combats and the axle. In hindsight, I wish I'd snagged the axle and the emergency brake handle and everything from him, but we just got the wheels. And they looked to be in good shape. But after we got them sandblasted, there was a bunch of scale rust, and once the scale came off, the metal was really thin in a few places, and it was just not safe, and it needed to be safe. So we got some of those MD1 reproduction combats, and they're fine. You know, I looked at them, and they seem to be the correct thickness. It's probably too dark for you to see, but basically they were correct. We got them powder coated to match the color, and they worked out great for this restoration. But here I am, left with a set of 4 combat wheels, and I can't quite figure out what to do with them. Do I just let them go to someone else? Do I learn to weld and add some metal to where all the holes are and the rough spots are, and maybe get them back to where I could take them out on a trail and not worry? I don't know if they'd be roadworthy. Technically, I don't think they're DOT approved, but that's kind of the project for the day, is to do a little bit of cleanup. And it is some pretty oddly satisfying cleanup, you gotta admit. Unfortunately, I'm starting to see some limitations of my blasting setup. This Eastwood blaster that I put in here to replace the Harbor Freight one is CFM hungry. I might get 5 minutes of use out of it before I need to stop and let the compressor fill back up. It's also starting to be time to replace the glass already. You can barely see anything in there anymore. blasted and primed, they don't look all that bad until you get to right there where all the rust holes are, and then here where more rust holes are. You can't even really read the deflate tire before removing rim tag anymore. And the sides are just pitted and rough. So I don't know. Save them or scrap them. But yeah, this has just kind of been one of those side trips into spare parts. Don't know what to do with these. But I'm at that point when you got Jeep stuff, you know, you end up with a bunch of spare parts and you end up kind of hoarding them just in case. I've got the 6-volt generator over there just in case, you know. I've got 2.5 combat rims blasted and primed to preserve them so they don't rust anymore. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to use these as a reason to learn to weld, and then I'll have to get a GPW project to put these on or something, you know? Or maybe I just find someone who needs them, who can do the metal work. Nah. Indecision, but thanks for watching the random side trip.